Alright guys, let me just go ahead and get started. So, the year was like 2017, and at this point, I had been doing digital marketing for about 2.5 years. And I've been working at a couple different small boutique PR and marketing agencies. And for those of you guys that don't know, marketing agencies, especially if they're smaller and kind of privately owned, typically have really, really small teams, which typically means those small teams wear a number of hats. Essentially, you're just working crazy hours to do whatever needs to be done to help the business that you're working for look their best. And it's a great experience, but it's hard to sustain a lifestyle like that forever. Agency life is like notoriously known for not having any kind of work-life balance. And after a while of working at agencies and kind of building these close relationships with my clients, it became to be a tough pill to swallow to watch your clients pay the agency a monthly retainer that didn't even match what you were making in 3 months. I'm serious. And you realize that you're the one who's doing all the work here, but the business is the one that's profiting. And it got me to thinking, I can do this by myself. I mean, I really thought about it. I understood how marketing worked. I understood what my strengths were, and I could break away from this business organization and service a couple of clients low-key on my own and make my own little living that way. So one day, I just went ahead and did it. I quit my job, 25 years old, with 3 clients, a prayer, you know what I mean? But I'll tell you guys a little bit about how I made myself look good for potential clients. The first thing that I did was I completely redid my online presence. I had a mentor once tell me that it doesn't matter what I think my skills are, it matters to what the person on the other side of that LinkedIn profile believes my skills are too. So I highlighted the best things that I could possibly do, and I got confident. I'm not gonna lie, I got confident. I went ahead and updated my LinkedIn banner to say social media Wonder Woman, and I thought about what the person on the other side of the screen was seeing. I wanted them to pick me for their digital marketing representative. So I put myself in their shoes and tried to make my digital presence something that I would want to see if I was hiring a vendor. I really put myself out there. I put myself out on as many online platforms, online free platforms that I could find, because I'm a budding entrepreneur, right? And I just kind of grinded and hustled. I think I'll do another video later all about how I secured my clients for those of you that are interested. The next thing I did was pick some very, very basic services that I knew I could deliver on. Social media management, so I would manage clients' social media presence, their Facebook, their Instagram, their Twitter, their Pinterest boards, their Google My Business, whatever they needed me to do on their digital presence, on their review platforms, I would manage that. I also did website management. I luckily got some really awesome coding experience when working at an agency. So one thing I did was manage customers' web pages. And if they needed updates to their websites, or they needed to add news and events, or they needed me to change some wording on their homepage, I was able to do that. Another service that I offered was lead generation. I worked for several healthcare clients, and specifically an insurance client who was always looking for more leads. So using digital advertising platforms and other tools, I provided lead generation services. And the last thing I did for clients that I offered in kind of my basic service package was social media advertising. So running ads on Facebook and Google, as well as Twitter and any other search platforms. So here I am. I've got these clients and I've got these services, and now I have a business, right? So now what? How do I maintain this business? And you guys, this is when I have to say thank God for Google and all the other free tools that are out there on the internet. Because of the internet, I was able to make myself look super polished and professional online. I was able to build a really robust online presence that looked super clean and professional, even if it wasn't super big. And I was also able to utilize connections and resources just on the internet to help me further my business. You guys have no idea how many articles that I've read or how many forums I jumped into. I mean, I even enlisted some consultation services from some of the connections that I had on LinkedIn. It got real, you guys, and I definitely understand the phrase now, collaboration without competition, because thank goodness for all of the people that lent their ear and responded to my questions and comments and really helped me out when I had those really specific digital marketing questions. My biggest tips when starting your own freelance business and really branching away from an organized business organization as your day-to-day job are these 3 things. The first is be responsive. The biggest thing any employer is looking for when looking to hire an individual is how quickly is this person going to respond. When working one-on-one with someone, CEOs and owners of businesses expect you to be responsive. Answer the phone every single time, answer every single text, answer an email within an hour. This will set you apart from so many different professionals that still think it's okay to allow for 24 hours of response time. It's 2020 now, people. Come on, get it together. Second tip that I have is build a good relationship. With all of my clients, I really needed them to trust me. At the end of the day, they were entrusting their dollars to me, their ad dollars, as well as paying me directly to make their business look good. I wanted to make sure that beyond anything else, we had a good working relationship. It was always important to me that we had a good working relationship so that if I made suggestions that they might not necessarily agree with, they could still trust me enough to allow me to go with my ideas first. So that's something I definitely recommend, is building a good relationship with your clients beyond business. Be friendly with them. Be friends. The third tip that I have, and this is a tip that you will hear nonstop in the digital marketing world, is be consistent, okay? Owners of businesses love to see results, but they're also looking to you for consistency. And what I mean by that is stick to what you say, okay? If you say you're going to show up at a certain time, always show up at that time. If you say you're going to call them at a certain time, always call them at that time. If you've gotten into the routine of sending reporting on a certain day at a certain time, be consistent with that. And if anything in your consistent schedule changes, make sure you over communicate. And that's my fourth tip. I definitely recommend over communicating when you're a vendor. It's easy to be thought of as kind of the secondary force for your business, but where you'll win when you're an entrepreneur in business is making sure you add value to whatever your clients are doing. All right, guys, well, that's just my first segment of how I quit my job at 25 and then went back to work. I am going to be talking about in my next video how I secured 3 clients all before quitting my job. But I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.